Innovation is a wonderful thing, but it doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes it produces amazing leaps forward in an industry, other times it results in a disaster product that's best forgotten. And other times still, you get results like this. HiFiMan have a pretty spotty record when it comes to closed-back headphones, whether it's the budget-priced HER9 or the Sundara closed, or the not-so-budget but oh-so-wonky Audivina, which I didn't hate by the way. Now, they've gone all in with the $2,899 HiFiMan Isvarna. And the results are interesting. That's not me being polite. These are a truly interesting headphone that's far better than previous efforts. They use the same excellent headband design as the Sasvara, the Aria, the HE1000, so they're very comfortable. They've got an impedance of 16 ohms and sensitivity of 93 decibels per milliwatt, so they're also pretty easy to drive from just about any device. Basically, if you've got 100 milliwatts available at 16 ohms, you're going to be fine to drive the Isvarnas. Speaking of devices and power, I want to give a quick shout out to HiFi Audio, the sponsor of today's video. If you're not familiar with HiFi, they sell everything from tiny, compact, portable devices like the GoLink Max. They also have slightly larger portables like the HipDAC 3, and then they go all the way through to much more premium desktop devices like the HiFi Neo IDSD2. And so if you're in the market for a device that's going to drive a headphone like the HiFiMan Isvarna, then use the link in the description down below to check out all the different range of HiFi products available to find the one that's right for you. Back to the Isvarna now, and one of the other things I really like about them is that they come with HiFiMan's premium packaging, but more importantly than that, they come with 3 excellent cables from HiFiMan. But that's all pretty normal. Let's talk about innovation. These are completely different from anything HiFiMan's made before because there are 2 drivers per ear cup. HiFiMan aren't the first to make hybrid headphones, but they might be the first to do it like this. What they've done here is to take a planar magnetic driver and use that for the mid-range and the treble. They've then strapped to the side of it a dynamic driver to handle the bass. That means they've had to think about things like crossovers and phase alignment. In other words, making sure that both drivers are married together, both from a frequency response point of view, but also a timing point of view as well. That's a lot of work, and HiFiMan have mostly done a good job of it from what my ears can tell. The Isvarnas delivered all of the spatial cues at the beginning of this track with great precision, and they produce a fairly large soundstage for a closed-back headphone. The bass from the dynamic driver is solid and punchy, and the treble is well controlled. Hayley Williams' vocals sounded clean and well focused too. Changing tracks revealed more of the same. The Isvarna is undoubtedly enjoyable, and the bass is impressive for a HiFiMan headphone. It's weightier and punchier than any of their open backs, but it's not slow or bloated like the HER9. Unfortunately though, something prevents the Isvarna from being exceptional, and it should be exceptional at the price. Comparing it to the slightly cheaper Sony MDR Z1R, the Sonys bring more space and separation to the sound. Their bass isn't as controlled as the Isvarnas though, it's fuller, but it's not as tight. The Isvarna also has better clarity and presence in the vocals, but no matter how much time I spend with them, I can't quite put my finger on what it is that's preventing the Isvarnas from being really impressive. There's just something missing from their sound. It's clean, it's relatively spacious for a closed-back headphone, they deliver plenty of detail, and they sound highly technically capable, but somehow they're just not amazing. Again, from track to track, the Isvarna delivered excellent clarity and crispness in the sound. While the MDR Z1R is a little bit more energetic in the top end, they can also get a bit more fatiguing on some tracks and some source chains. The Isvarna keeps its treble emphasis higher in the treble range, and that's less likely to make it fatiguing in my experience. I also think the Isvarna is probably the more correct and tonally accurate headphone when compared to the Sonys. But I don't get the wow moments from the Isvarna. Perhaps there are some phase issues between the drivers that are preventing absolute perfect timing accuracy, the sort of timing accuracy that's required for absolutely amazing sound. Perhaps it's to do with the different ways that these drivers deliver the actual sound waves. Maybe they don't knit together quite as well as what a single driver can deliver. All I know is that the Isvarna is a wonderful sounding headphone on the surface, but one that leaves me slightly cold when it comes to the actual musical and emotional experience. They're definitely not a bad headphone, and as I said, they are more natural and accurate and true to life in their tuning than most other closebacks I've tried. So if you like the look of them, if you like the idea of their innovation, and if you want the best closeback headphone that HiFiMan have made to date, other than maybe the R10, which I've never tried, then you should try out the Isvarnas for yourself. I'll put some links in the description for those of you that want to. However, for me, I find myself mostly more impressed with the significantly cheaper SJY Audio Horizon closeback carbons that I reviewed a little while ago. Take a look at this video next to see why I'd probably reach for those first over the Isvarnas here. For now though, a huge thanks to YouTube channel members, also to channel Patreon members, and of course to those of you who leave super thanks on videos like this one. And until next time, happy listening, be kind to each other, and I'll see you here again soon on Passion for Sound.